Whoa, damn. Sorry, that was super close. I almost stepped on this guy. All right, later, dude. It's always a good thing when you almost step on a snake and then you realize that it's not a poisonous snake. All right, what's happening? Out hiking today. Beautiful, man. It's like the first warm day of spring. It's got to be in the 70s right now. Nice stiff breeze blowing. It's pretty windy, so I hope you can hear this okay. But I thought I would just take a couple minutes and talk about something that I think is kind of important, whether it's a topic for a new backpacker or someone who's been backpacking for a number of years, and that is your particular backpacking style. So I tend to believe that there are two main backpacking styles, and I actually read about this years ago in a book written by Andrew Skirka. I think it's The Hiking Guide, something like that. You can find it on Amazon. It's a fantastic book, man. I mean, it's just packed full of all sorts of information. And if you don't know who Andrew Skirka is, just Google him and check him out. He's hiked all sorts of crazy routes. But anyway, that was the first time that I kind of heard about this concept, and it really made sense to me. And at the time, I was carrying a really heavy pack, and I really wasn't sure like what was my style, you know? And it just, when I thought about it, it made so much sense to me, because it kind of steers you in the direction of what type of gear you need to purchase and how you need to plan your hikes, and you know, how you want to spend your time in the outdoors. That's really what you're trying to figure out. And by knowing your particular backpacking style, it's going to help you out with that a whole lot. So those two particular styles, there's a camping style and there's a hiking style. So the camping style is going to lean more towards spending your time in camp. So you're not going to spend as much time actually physically moving down the trail and hiking. You are probably going to maybe spend a few hours hiking, and then you're going to spend several hours in camp doing whatever it is that you like to do. Maybe you like to just hang out in camp and relax. Maybe you like to read a book. Maybe you like to do photography, cook marshmallows, whatever it is. You prefer to spend more time in camp than you do hiking. So you're probably going to have a kit, or your gear system is probably going to lean more towards comfort in camp. So you might have a camp chair. You're probably going to have a little bit more luxurious sleep system. You might have a little bit bigger tent because you're going to be spending more time in it. So these are all the things that are going to make you more comfortable in camp. And your day, as more of a camping style backpacker, you're probably going to spend more time in the morning hanging out, maybe make more of an elaborate breakfast, maybe have a fire, and then you're going to take your time packing up your gear and getting on the trail. You're going to hike, you know, maybe 4 or 5 miles, maybe more. It depends on the individual, but probably less miles overall. And then you're going to set up camp again, and you're going to hang out. You're going to spend time in camp. And then the second type of backpacking style is more of a hiking style. So that person, for the time they're out in the outdoors, they prefer to spend more time actually hiking. So they're probably going to have a lighter weight backpack, a lighter weight kit, less comfort items, because their goal is to spend more hours hiking, travel more distance on the trail, so therefore you want to have less weight on your back, which is going to help you to accomplish that goal. And their day is probably going to look something more like get up in the morning, maybe before the sun gets up, or shortly thereafter. Probably not make breakfast, maybe something really simple, probably not cook, maybe have a little bit of coffee, get on the trail, start hiking, and spend all day hiking, and maybe have some short breaks, maybe stop and break for a lunch, but most likely hiking all day until evening, close to dark, or maybe even after dark. And then set up camp, have a quick dinner, relax for a few minutes, whatever, hang out, and then crash. And then you're going to get up and do it again. And you're just going to repeat that process. So you hike, eat, sleep, hike, eat, sleep. And that is more of the hiker type of style, which is, I kind of tend to lean toward that style. But the point I want to make, well, 2 points really. There's no correct style. There's no one style that's perfect for everyone. And knowing your particular type of backpacking style can help you to figure out where you want to go, how you want to plan your trips, and what gear you should look for, right? Because you want to be intentional in purchasing your gear. You don't want to just kind of wing it and be like, oh, well, I might want to do this or that, and you just don't know. And the tricky thing is that in the beginning, you don't really know what your style is anyway. So it's kind of hard to figure out, oh, am I going to want to be more of a camper, or am I going to be more of an ultralight hiker, you know, because you really just don't know in the beginning. But you can think about the experiences that you've already had, even if it's just day hikes. I mean, when you do day hikes, do you tend to be the person that wants to, you know, hit the trail and walk for like 6-7 hours, and you're covering tons of miles, and you know, you hike fast and you really enjoy that? Or are you the type of person that's gonna park the car, walk a half mile to a waterfall, snap a photo, cruise back to the car, and you're happy with that? And either one is totally fine. The whole point is to be happy with what you're doing. But being able to think about those experiences that you've had and determine what you're into can help you to figure out what type of gear you need to buy. And you're gonna get the wrong thing. You're gonna make mistakes. It's always an evolution. You're always figuring it out. Things change, and that's totally fine. The thing is, you just want to make sure that you're gonna have a successful trip, right? That's the goal. The goal is to have fun and be safe in the outdoors. If you like this video, drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. I'm putting out a video every week, sometimes 2 a week. I am going to keep on hiking on this trail because that is my goal, and that's what makes me happy. So I will see you on the next one.